Hi everybody, I'm Jolynn. I'm interviewing Julie Mueller today. She's got a great business called Chicks Connect. So Julie, tell us about your business.
Oh, Jolynn, thanks so much for having me today. And Chicks Connect is a mastermind support network where women join together in local chick chapters. They support one another to reach their goals of personal growth and professional growth. They provide accountability, friendship, fun, and they also give back to a charity. So we're just building a whole community of women across the globe joining together and nurturing one another to be the best they can be.
That sounds really awesome. And can you tell a little bit how you got started? How did you decide to do this?
Sure thing. Well, at the time where Chicks Connect came, I was not at all looking for another business opportunity. I was preparing to launch my organizing business in a box, and I was going to be training other interested people who might want to start a professional organizing business, because that's what I had been working on for the past 6 years. So when I moved to a new community in Portland, Oregon from Bend, Oregon, I was not well networked in that community as an entrepreneur. When I first lived in Portland, Oregon, I was a teacher and a principal. And so that's how people knew me. They did not know me as an entrepreneur. And so I knew I had to build my network all over again. And I was resisting that for a while because I had a great network in Bend. And I guess I didn't want to make the effort again, I think, maybe to rebuild that whole entire network. So I finally listened to the promptings. I brought women together. I ran the meeting like I would when I was running the school. I had an agenda. I was very concerned that everyone in the room be heard. There was a learning component, so we had an activity and everyone got to spend time identifying their ideal client. We worked together as a group, brainstorming ideas. And then the really powerful piece of the meeting was when I asked, how can we support you personally as well as professionally? And a lot of the women had never been asked. Women tend to be caretakers, caregivers, and who's taking care of them? And so when I asked them, how can we support you personally, they were flabbergasted, and there was a silence in the room for a while. And then a brave sister chick stood up and said, I'm recently divorced. My kids are grown and gone, and I'm looking for friendship. I'm looking for fun, and I don't know how to find that at this stage in my life. And I got all goosebumpy, and I thought, boy, if we can provide fun and friendship for these women just as a result of joining together like this, then I'm doing something, I'm on the right track. After that meeting, they said, we want to do this again next week. I said, okay. We had a few different women show up as well, and we had a similar format. I brought in an educational piece, and we walked through. About midway into the meeting, I had a strong feeling come over me, and I can't believe it came out of my mouth, but I said, I need to find a new chair chick for this group. I'm going to be launching this worldwide. And one of the women shot up her hands and she said, I'm Linda Rutledge. I'm a financial planner with MetLife. I'm in Toastmasters, and I'd be an excellent chair chick. And I said, anyone opposed? Nope. Okay. So I went home. It all poured out of me. All the effort and energy that I had put toward the organizing business in a box was all put on hold, and Chicks Connect was born. And what was interesting is at the time it was called Chicks in Business, and when I tried to trademark that name right off the bat, I saw someone else had it, and I did not let that stop me. I quickly, I don't want to say quickly chose a new name. I quickly started in the direction of praying and meditating about the new name, and it came to me as we were coming home from one of our sister chicks performances. She's a singer in a choir, that I had my son with me, and I said, hey, how about Chicks Connect? He goes, I like it, Mom. And I said, all right. Well, when I got home, I searched the old GoDaddy, and it was available, and I knew that that's what I was going to be creating. And within weeks, we had 3 chapters up and running. We had, the website up by the 1st of January. This is back in 2011. The vision came November 10th, 2010. So from November to January, very short time period. And, you know, I knew I was on path and purpose as it all poured out of me. And so about a year ago, my family and I decided to hit the road and meet these women face to face, launch these chapters, and get these women connected. So thank you, Jolynn. It's so fun to share the story. And I'm just super excited because back in 2010, I had a vision that in 2013, we'd have our first convention. And this week, we started planning that. So, so it's happening. So it's really cool.
That is just awesome. So you've been traveling around the countryside, building the business as you go?
That's right. That's right. We decided to sell everything we had left and purchased a motorhome last year with the help of my mom and my grandma who has passed. We purchased our motorhome and set sail, I guess, or hit the road. And we've been meeting women all across the country. We've launched chapters in Chicago, New York, New Jersey, Florida, and this coming Friday we're going to be launching in Las Vegas. So probably by the time people are hearing this, we'll have some chapters up and running in Vegas as well. And we're all over, scattered all over in Oregon and Washington, which is where it was founded, Oregon.
So Julie, how do you start a new chapter? If somebody watches this and they say, hey, I don't think there's Chicks Connect here in my area, how does a new one start? How do you go about starting a new chapter in a place?
Well, anyone can start a chapter just simply by going to the website, chicksconnect.com, and going over to the resource tab. There's a drop-down menu, and it says, start your own chapter. They'll fill out some information, and then I'll contact them. And we have an entire toolkit, you know, a done-for-you system on how to launch that first chapter. So I don't even need to be there. I just so happen to have the urge to travel, which I love to do. And so I'm using my business as an excuse to follow my hobby of traveling, plus be able to homeschool our boys. You know, they were entering middle school. And as a teacher and an administrator, I've had experience in the middle school. So I was more than excited to have them with me on this journey for the next 3 years. And, you know, starting a Chick chapter is super fun, exciting, easy to do. You have coaching, direct coaching from me on how to do it. And, you know, to run the chapter meetings, again, we provide everything. It's a turnkey mastermind support network. So your job as the chair chick is to just provide a space and bring the women together. We provide the structure, the content, the information, and you know, we brag about you in our blog and on our social media feeds, and we're always just about lifting all the chicks up and promoting them. I often find that women find it hard to promote themselves, and so at Chicks Connect we spend a lot of time promoting one another because that's a lot easier for us.
Absolutely. So from what I understand, you started out with the idea of chicks in business, but when you were actually in that first meeting and you realized that this one woman wanted more than just business, she wanted real connections.
Right, right.
Yeah. So does your content of what you teach in you know, and how you structure the meetings, does it deal with all kinds of life issues, or is it mostly just simply business?
No, all kinds of life issues. Every month we have a different theme. And in August of the prior year, we send out a survey to chicks. And we ask them their 3 top business challenges and their 3 personal challenges. We take and compile all that information and create curriculum throughout the whole year that brings in the personal as well as the professional. So we might be doing meal planning one week, and it's really how to get organized and efficient around planning healthy meals or fun meals, you know, and then the next week might be how to attract the ideal client or how to create a fan page, and then it might be how to, maybe it's a story about your dream vacation, so you're really articulating that story with lots of descriptive elements and really bringing that to life almost like in a dream board fashion. And so you know, every week it's something different, and the first 20 minutes of every chapter meeting are spent discussing that activity, and then the next 10 minutes is all about a spotlight chick or a featured chick, so they rotate that. Then they do that accountability check-in like we did the very first meeting, where they asked for accountability and support in their personal and professional life. And then we have reports and leadership committee information toward the end of the meeting. So, yeah.
Well, that is awesome. I'm excited. I want you to know that there's probably a lot of people watching this that are really going to resonate with this. And to hear you explain it, how it started, how you got it started, all the things, it brings it to the heart is really what it does. You're touching people's hearts and helping their lives. So I know that you've got something special that you want to offer today to get people to actually take some action and connect. So do you want to tell us about that?
Sure, Jolynn. So a couple things. First of all, we have a great item that we want you to download for free. It's going to just be a one sheet on quick tips for networking. We're going to set that up so that you can just print that off and have that accessible. Now, Chicks Connect is not networking, and so we encourage you to continue with your networking efforts. Chicks Connect is really about a mastermind, really growing personally and professionally, and providing that support network as you, you know, tackle life's challenges, you know, as you work through those challenges. And so that's something that, you know, everyone can instantly download. Just follow Jolynn's link, and you'll all be able to have access to that. And then those of you that actually want to join the membership, that are watching this great show that Jolynn is bringing for all of you, we are going to offer you $20 off your first month's membership. And so for your listeners here today, anyone that wants to join Chicks Connect, they'll have $20 savings off their first month, which just makes the membership $7 for that first month of Chicks Connect.
That is awesome, Julie. Thank you so much. You are definitely a change maker, and I can see that you are changing a lot of people's lives as you travel around the country. Thank you so much for doing that. And I really like Chicks Connect for another reason, is that when Julie was creating it, she was following the inner inspiration, the inner guide. And I know that when we do that, things just flow, and it's such a beautiful thing to see. So I'm Jolynn Cornelson, thanking you for tuning in for a few minutes with us at PortlandVancouverHangoutLocal.com. And do follow the links below and get more information about Jules Mueller and the Chief Chicks of Chicks Connect. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jolynn.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.